Hey guys, Lancer here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for joining me while we'll look into used cars again. And there is a very good relationship between used cars, houses, stocks, and other assets, which are Bitcoin, crypto, collectibles like cards, gold, and silver. To a certain point, even artwork and collectible cars, I guess. Like it's just everything. And that is the wealth effect. I think I covered this in the past. I'm in Australia. It's a very different market to America, which actually probably dropped even faster. We talked about Tesla being one of the fastest dropping cars, most likely because there's a bunch of hot headed guys that wanted to get the best they can in the last couple of years. And they went and got a loan against a Tesla to get a Tesla. Now, what about the rest of the market? Same. Most people, or a lot of people, do not buy cars outright. Scary to think about, but a lot of people do not. And if you do, let me know. If you do not, let me know, and exactly the reason why you do not. Now, the reason why I can think of is because most cars are unaffordable. But that's because we take out loans on them in the first place. If people only could buy what they afforded or what they could afford at the time, then not only would people have to be more conservative, there probably won't be that much growth, and it's a complicated mess. There's the same reason why Bitcoin standard and gold standard doesn't work at the long term, because you just can't grow the economy as fast as your people need it, I guess. People get annoyed when they don't see growth in their life, and the only way to do that is leveraging it up. So really, it's human greed, but in the end result is we need loans to progress society, as weird as it might sound. I can't think of a way that it wouldn't work, at least now, as far as we are into the capitalism system, even though it's not exactly the best capitalism system, it's what we have. So used cars, as they fall because of higher interest rates, will cause a wealth effect for anyone that owns a expensive used car. And over the last 2 years, almost any car, new or used, were expensive. So as people buy these $40,000, $50,000 cars, used or new, and then they drop by $5,000, $10,000, guess what? They are going to feel that hit like they've just lost $5,000 or $10,000 in their bank account. They're going to feel it because that's just how people are. Even if it's paper profits or losses, people feel it and it sticks with them even though they had nothing else to use with that money. So Moody's are saying that, at least as far as Australia goes, used car prices are 16% higher than last year and 62% above the pre-pandemic level. That's crazy. But they have fallen 1.1% in September, and they're predicted to fall even further. I think the entire decline showed a decline of 3% from September to August, and rising rates, so increasing the interest rates, is going to cause more and more issues as time goes on, because supply for cars is going to come back and demand goes away because of interest rates rising, because people take out loans to buy these cars. Over the long term, what is going to happen? Over the long term, the CEO of one of the companies, I think it's called Eclipse in Australia's ASX, has mentioned that cars are falling by 10%, and they have $91,000 vehicles, sitting there, and they have increased profits in the last couple of years by 36% to $103.3 million. This is crazy. This is pretty much exactly what a lot of the government officials are talking about. Look at this. They've increased profits by 33% for the year. It was up 33% compared to a year ago, and sold 11,115 vehicles over 12 months with a profit per vehicle of $8,300. Guys, that's crazy. At this point, you might as well just go to Facebook Marketplace and hope that you get lucky buying a car for about $6,000 less than you'd probably pay a dealer, because these guys are buying it similar to MTG Buy List, assuming that you guys have watched my other videos and the reason why you're here. The buy list is way lower right now than what they are selling it to you for, because right now people are still desperate. They haven't figured out what else they can do with the money. Trust me, you might as well put it in the bank and try to get the highest interest that you can. And they are buying things when they really don't need to or shouldn't. So it's important to remember that all of these cars that are being sold for such a huge profit, they don't need to be unless you really, really need a car. And certainly don't buy an expensive car that you need to take a loan out for, because that loan is going to stick around for far longer than you expect. And you're not going to be able to get a good return on the money you invested in a car. Cars in general should be depreciating assets. I'd also recommend maybe not getting a car that's full of electronics, because most likely if they ever want, they can just turn it off whenever they want. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see if I can make another video about all of these cars that have subscription models now built into them for how fast they can go and everything else that's already in there. So soon you're going to have to learn to jailbreak your car. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a good one. See ya.